Good morning, good morning, good morning. Ooh, we've got an impressive weather day today here in New York City. All right. Your girl Shaniqua Inspires is here. I'm up. I am not in the bed, but I am up. I am up, and I'm grateful. I actually want to make this a quick message because I am heading out the door. I've got some meetings in the real world today, so to God be the glory. But we have a great day here in New York City. I'm kind of excited about that. I'm a little jazzed. They say it's about 56 degrees right now, but it's going to get up to 74. So truth be told, I'm excited, but I don't even know how to dress. I don't know if I should have on a t-shirt, a tank top. I got long sleeves on. Because sometimes when you go inside, sometimes it can be a little chilly in there. So I don't know how to dress, you guys. I don't know how to dress, but I'm excited nonetheless. I cannot wait to get back into my routine of walking, whether I get up in the morning and I walk with you, or I don't know if I'm going to go back to doing that because I like being able to stream on both platforms. I like being able to go over to my Facebook page and my YouTube channel. It just saves me a lot of work from having to download and upload later on. So thank you so much. Good morning, Leslie. Blessings to you. I am excited about getting up and socializing and being in, as I call the real world. The virtual space is one thing, but being in the real world is another. But I'm grateful that we have a projected good day out today as far as the weather is concerned. And so I'm pretty psyched about getting into all of that. But it's like I said, you don't know how to dress. You don't know which way to go, where you're supposed to be, what you're supposed to have on. I had a friend of mine's on Instagram. She had put up in her story. She says, "Yep, well, I guess it's time to pack away the turtlenecks." I did the same thing last night. I was actually looking for what I was going to wear today, and I actually have this really cute. Oh man, I didn't bring my water down. I actually have this really cute. Um, it's like a spandex suit, but it's long sleeves and it's a turtleneck. Oh, man, I got a dry spot. Oh, darn. Wait a second. Wait a second. Oh, sorry about that, you guys. Got a little dry spot in my throat. Had to get my water. Yeah, it's a nice light jacket this morning. Okay, good. So I don't even know if I have that. I do. But sometimes the color is off because, like I told you guys the story, how I be buying different color stuff. So I don't know, but I'm gonna grab something, even if it just rests upon my shoulder. I mean, across my arm throughout the day. We'll see how it goes, but I'm excited nonetheless. So again, I had this little spandex suit, but it has a turtleneck. The shirt is a turtleneck. And I was like, well, maybe I could just kind of roll it all the way down. And I was like, you might look a little crazy with the turtleneck just rolled all the way down, in this weather. It's like we don't know what to do. But yeah, I'm like, yeah, I should start getting some because I do have some lovely, lovely cardigans. It's probably good for the morning. The cardigans are probably great for the morning time, but and once it hits 74, it's gonna be prime time, baby. We gonna have to show out a little bit. I don't know, but I'm excited to just be able to get out and enjoy the weather because it's been really kind of gloomy, kind of chilly. Good morning, Danielle. I don't know where this tickle in my throat came from. Yeah, sis. I'm going out today. I got some meetings outside, so I'm feeling all I'm feeling all professional and business like today. So yes, thank you, thank you, thank you. So I'm excited. I did take my allergy medicine this morning, but I didn't bring my bottle of water down because I don't want to take it with me. Uh, because I'm a little funny with that. Like that's my inside water bottle. I don't want to take my inside water bottle outside with me. But I don't want to drink too much water today because I'll be outside. I'll be traveling and everything, and I don't want to have to worry about bathrooms and things as such. So my water intake, which I've been doing really, really good with, my water intake, I'm going to have to, kind of postpone it or delay it a little bit. Okay, okay, everyone is out there. Okay, good, nice. It's nice to be able to go out and enjoy the weather, and it's the natural vitamin D that we need. We need that vitamin D for our mood, for our energy, for our mental clarity. We need that vitamin D, especially for those, who suffer with grief or depression. You need the vitamin D. You need the vitamin D. And in fact, that just brought to my remembrance, this Saturday, I am going to be a guest speaker at the Garden of Grief Healings Spring Grief Retreat. So this is their third annual Spring Grief Retreat. It really is a lovely event. It is a virtual event. And what they do is they speak to the hearts and minds. They bring in guest speakers to speak to the hearts and minds of those who are going through grief or experiencing it, because grief can be very, very heavy. And if you reserve yourself to doing it alone, it can be very weighty. So I'm honored to be a guest speaker this coming Saturday. This coming Saturday, I do believe I have the link somewhere on my page. I think it's in my stories. I'll try to put it on my page as well so people can click. It's this Saturday. It's gonna be. I will definitely post the information on my page, and then you can take it from there. Yep, it's this Saturday. It is virtual, right? And 10 a.m. your time, Danielle. 11 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, my time. And it's helpful. It is very, very helpful. The first time I went is because I was a guest speaker, but I was really it comes at the right time for me. It really does come at the right time for me because the winter time can be heavy. And I did really good during the winter time so yes, 11 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. I do really well, I've been doing really well during the winter time, the winter months when depression usually kicks in and settles in with people, but also the conversion of the seasons changing into spring, right? People and see, people don't notice depression when they're the peaks and valleys of it. And the peaks and valleys again can be the valley could be the winter time, but then also you can start feeling better. But then when the seasons start to shift, like you can almost feel you're like a barometer, like you can almost feel when it's time to go into a new season, because like you can literally feel it. Like I can't, that's why I've been talking so much about the weather. I'm like, I can't wait till the weather shifts. I can't wait till the weather shifts, because it is a necessity for my mental well-being. So I can always feel when that shifts. So that's why I'm super psyched about going outside today. And exactly, Danielle, exactly. I'm super excited about going outside today so that I can experience the shift. Like I know the weather is shifting, and I know things are getting better, but I can't wait to feel it. I can't wait to feel it, to really be in the midst of it. So I'm excited about that, about going outside. That's why I put on my mustard yellow, so I can get that spring fling feeling kind of going on. Yeah, it does. It does. It is something about just being out in nature. And that's actually what I'm going to be talking about at the event. I'm going to be talking about how really like just being out in nature helps to reset you, how it keeps you grounded. So even when you don't feel like it. So I've been in the house the past couple of days. I don't have no problems with being in the house. I pay this here mortgage and I'm totally comfortable with being and residing and dwelling in my space. Like I'm good with my space. I'm happy in my space. Like I love being in my home. This is what I invested in. So I like getting good use out of it. But you know what? We do need that shift. We do need that shift, and I understand what being outside, what that shift will do for me. So I'm really excited about that. I love it, Danielle. I love it. Yes, like I feel a shift happening, right? Because we really do, and I like that biometric pressures, like we really do, um, we can feel it, right? We can feel it when it's happening, when it's occurring. And so I'm grateful. Exactly. Like being outside, and sometimes you have to force yourself, right? And that's what I was saying. Like I'm in the house, I'm working, I'm grinding. I worked way later yesterday than I ever do. I'm like, it was like 8:30, almost 9 o'clock, and I was still up working. And I don't make that my norm. But I just felt like I just needed to finish up some loose ends and dot the I's and cross the T's and all of that good stuff. But you get really, really comfortable being in your space, and you got to force yourself to go out. And especially during COVID, we were scared. We didn't know if outdoors was contaminated. We didn't know if we were just going to go outside and get it, like whether you interacted with people or not. So it was scary. And I remember my mom coming over one time and I was like, we're going to go outside and take a walk. She was like, are you sure? And I'm like, yeah, we're going to trust nature for this one. We're going to go outside and we're going to walk. Yes, you see it? I love it, Danielle. You better go ahead, sis. You better go ahead. Danielle she be preaching in these chat boxes. I don't know what to tell y'all. She be preaching. I feel it too, sis. I feel it too. And I'm excited about it. I'm excited about it. So today is a good day. It is Wellness Wednesday. I got a little bit of water, not a whole lot of water, but I do plan on sticking to my plan. So this is basically what I've been doing lately. And I don't have it in front of me, and I'm not going to try to go run and get it. But I've recently started drinking the mushroom coffee. I know many of you have probably seen and then now that I'm talking about it, you're gonna be on Facebook, and that's all you're gonna see is the commercials for the ads for the mushroom coffee. But I have started taking that. Amen, sis. Absolutely. I have started taking the mushroom coffee. I don't, I wouldn't say I like the taste of it. It tastes like coffee to me only when it's plain, like when you don't put nothing in it, but it doesn't have a very heavy mushroom. I mean, it doesn't have a very heavy mushroom taste, and it doesn't have a heavy coffee flavor. It's just got like a hint of coffee when you drink it like plain with nothing in it. But I add a sweetener to mine. I've been using date syrup, and I use a creamer. So I have coconut milk that I use as my creamer, and it gives it a nice taste. And I actually like it. It's calming. It's soothing. So you're sipping something hot in the morning. They tell you that you should try it for a whole week. You don't like the taste? Okay. No, no, no. I drink it. I make sure I put my sweetener in it, my date syrup. Good morning, Nayanye. Blessings to you, sis. We're talking about the mushroom coffee. So I decided to start trying the mushroom coffee because I've got some real GI symptoms that I don't particularly care for. The belly bloat, and I'm like, look, we done got rid of the fibroids. We are healed. We are ready for our grown and sexy summer, the flat belly summer. So I was like, you know what? Let me just give this a try and see what it is. Ah, I love it. I love it. I love it. Um, so I I want to just give it a try. I want to see what it can do. And they say you should really take it for at least a month. I've been on it. This is my second. Is this my second week? I this is my second week of taking it. You know what? I was gonna try honey because they say you can put honey in it as well. I've been using my date syrup, and so it makes it more. How can I say? It gives it more of a hint of like a cocoa, like a hot chocolate kind of a taste when I use the date syrup. And exactly, Danielle. I am healing on the inside. So I want to give my body a fighting chance. And if we say we want to give our body a fighting chance, we want to make certain that we're doing that, right? So we cannot say one thing and then do something totally opposite of it, right? So I have been watching what I eat. I'm trying to be mindful of it, but I do realize there is something going on the inside. Now, the first, and I know my bloating is it's hormonal. We've figured it out. We figured it out. Now there are certain foods that I can eat that will do the work, but even if I'm eating absolutely nothing, the stomach will still puff up, and it's hormonal. So it's kind of taking the place of like the cycle, and it's like okay, this is around that time of the month. That's what tends to happen. So if you catch me, depending on which week you catch me, you're gonna be like, oh, I thought she had the surgery. I thought she was good now. But then catch me on a good week, you're gonna be like, oh girl, sis, I see you now. I see you. So, but I'm realizing that I'm realizing I'm not beating myself up, because that's what I was doing. I was beating myself up. I was telling myself that I had to be this way by such and such date. We were talking about that the other day as far as our healing. The doctor says it's going to be 6 to 8 weeks. That's as far as the time frame we were willing to give it. And then it turns out to be much longer, and we start to beat ourselves up. We start to feel bad and whoa, it's me. Then depression has an entryway, and then now you're cycling you're cycling backwards, and we don't want to cycle backwards. We want to move forward. So I said, you know what? Let me give it a try. Let me give it a try. Um, and I'm gonna see what works. And you know what, Danielle? The company Rise, and I'm not a paid sponsor for them or anything like that. They actually have a creamer as well. They have a mushroom creamer. And I recently bought uh, a sample pack. So they had a sample pack, and in the sample pack, I got the coffee, I got the hot cocoa that I had been seeing a lot about. It also, and they give you in the sample pack, these are chocolates, mushroom chocolates. You believe that? Mushroom chocolate. They don't taste like chocolate. They got a hint of chocolate in it. They do have a hint, like a little cocoa in it, but it does give you a little energy. And when I find myself needing a little pick me up, I will have one of these, just one. I don't OD. Five came in the bag. I don't OD. I don't sit there and eat all five. I eat one, and I take these little micro bites to it like it's medicine. I bite it like it's medicine, so that way I don't my mind thinks it's medicine, right? It has healing properties. And that's what I'm telling my mind. If I let my flesh kick in, my flesh is like, ooh, chocolate, let's eat. And it's like, no, be easy, right? Because any good thing in excess can turn out to be a not so good thing. So they give you in the sample pack. I got the coffee, the hot cocoa that helps you sleep at night. It has the melatonin in it. The chocolate, the sample pack of chocolate. They also give you a sample pack of the creamer. They have a mushroom creamer. And I got a sample pack of their matcha, the chai, and some other variation that they have. I don't remember off the top of my head, but I enjoyed the sample pack because you get a little bit of everything. They give you little trinkets. I've got like the cup holder, the spoons, like, so they give you little things of that nature. And I'm willing to give it a try for a whole month. The first week, which I believe was last week, was really good. I felt good. My energy level was good. My mental clarity was phenomenal. Like, I was remembering stuff. No bills were late this month. I was remembering them. I was like, oh, you got to pay this by this date. Got to pay. And I was like, whoa, Lord, that was pretty impressive. This week, again, I'm fighting with this belly bloating, and most people will start to think, well, this doesn't work. You got to give stuff more than a week's time. That's why when I'm recommending my health and wellness products for people, I always tell them, like, get a month's supply, if not 3 months, because you really do want to give products a chance, right? You want to give it a chance. You don't want to just shut down on it before it actually, especially if it has therapeutic properties. And so I'm definitely in a space where I'm going to give it a try. And I'm looking forward to seeing what a longer term usage would do for me, because I know what I felt like last week. And I want to see, I want to track how I'm feeling with this. And like I said, Danielle, I use evaporated. I had a can of evaporated coconut milk. So it was like the evaporated milk, but it was coconut milk, and so that gets real creamy. I like that better in it. I would put like a dollop or two in there, and it made it really, really creamy. I ran out of that because I used that up last week. This week I'm using just a regular canned coconut milk, so it's still creamy, but it's a little less creamy than the evaporated one. And the date syrup, I'm gonna try the honey because I do have honey at home, and it does recommend using honey. But I'm a date syrup girl. I just ordered my big bulk of date syrup from Amazon, so I'm excited for that. But if we say we want to do things, right? We want to be healthy, we want to be well, we want to be healed. What are the action steps you're going to take for it, right? What are the action steps that you're going to take towards doing that thing that you say? So let's just use, for an example, dating. If you say you are striving, you want to be in a healthy relationship. And sure, we know in order to be in a healthy relationship, what do you need to do? You need to get out the house, Shaniqua. Hello. You need to get out the house. You need to mix. You need to mingle. You need to socialize. You need to be seen. You need to get out there and you need to date. But there is a precursor that people fail to realize. Okay, yeah, it's fine to go out there and hit the streets, hit the brunches, the clubs, and all of that good stuff. But what about the work? Right? What about the work that it takes to help you to get to that place that you say you desire? What about the healing? What about the internal work that needs to take place? And that's one of the things that the Lord had showed me. He was like, I hear you when you say you're ready to date, you're ready to remarry, you're ready. He's like, I hear you when you say that, but there's some missing pieces. And yes, you've been doing the darn thing. Like, you've been, taking care of yourself. You've been doing all of these things. He's like, yes, yes, and yes. He was like, but there's still this internal place that you haven't gone yet. He says, you haven't touched this internal place. And it's not until you can successfully touch this internal place you can't necessarily deem yourself healed, delivered, and set free. And so we've been going on, God and I, we've been going on this journey to go to that place, to make certain that, you know, it doesn't implode, right? And when I get into another relationship, or whatever the case may be. So we have to think about our healing in steps. So yes, it's the healing on the outside. So if you want to think about my surgical wound, yes, there's the healing on the outside, and you know, the area that was cut has to, you know, mend back together. But then there's that the muscles. So yes, the skin on the outside is going to heal, but what about the muscles? So what is that internal work that you need to do to get to that place that God has called you, or that you desire to go to? What does that inner work look like? And here's a news flash: everybody's not going to always agree with you. Everybody's not going to always co-sign you to go and do that thing, because there are people who benefit from you being unhealed. There are people just break. Are you serious? My nail literally just broke. There are people that benefit from your unhealedness. And so they're not working. And like we were talking yesterday, you know, just because they're on your team does not mean they want to see you to win. They don't want to, they don't, because they benefit. They benefit from it. Oh, you know, they can always count on you to run a, you know, to get tired and not want to cook dinner, and go by the drive-through and get the unhealthy, because that's what they like to eat. My youngest one is a prime example of that. Child, that boy love him some McDonald's. And I don't know if it's because I withheld it from him growing up. And then there was a season in life where I was like, boy, take the McDonald's here, McDonald's, McDonald's. But when I was home and taking care of them and doing all that mommy good stuff, no, they didn't eat McDonald's. They only ate McDonald's when they went with their dad, or maybe, you know, where they can convince grandma to get it. But they didn't eat McDonald's with me. But it wasn't until I started doing my self-development work, and I'm trying to get me together and heal and take care of me, that's when they started eating the McDonald's, and they used to love it. So they were getting McDonald's at least 3 times a week, because they was eating it maybe once or twice with me. They was eating it over the weekends with their dad. So they started getting their fill. So my baby boy, that's on his taste buds. And I might need to pray for his deliverance in that, but that's on his taste buds. And so he likes to order that. So he likes to always be like, well, mom, let's order, let's order, let's order. And under normal circumstances, they can get me. I'm like, all right, bet. What we gonna order? And then I end up eating the foods that I say that I don't want to eat. I end up eating the things that I say that I don't want to eat. And eventually I had to get to the place where I had to just say no. Like, if you want it, I'll get it for you, but I don't need anything. Now, fast forward through, he's older now, and I love that he'll do that. He's older now. He'll order his own food, and he'll say, well, mom, you know, what do you want me to get you? I'll get you something. I'm gonna pay for it. I'll get it for you. And I have to just politely say, no, baby, I don't need that. I thank you for wanting to get me something, but I don't need that. And so now he's finally in a space of understanding. And I know he just wanted to do something nice for his mom. But now he's at a place of understanding where he's like, okay, she's not saying no because she doesn't love me. She's saying no because she's choosing a healthier route for herself, right? So it could even be our own family, right? It can even be our own family. And prayerfully, they'll get to that space where they'll understand your journey. So you may not know my journey play by play because you've never walked it, but you understand the concept of journey. And so when we're going through this healing to that internal place, because there's a reason why diets are yo-yo, right? You hear them say, oh, yo-yo diets, that you go back and forth. And hello, you go on a diet, you do good for the first week, And then you're right back to eating the burger and fries the next week, right? The yo-yo-ness. And the reason is for the yo-yo, the back and forth, is because it doesn't touch that internal place. It just touches the outside. So that's why you have that constant back, forth, back, forth, back, forth. But when there's really something that shifts in the internal, in the mind, in the heart, then there is no going back. Like, it doesn't matter if it's free. It doesn't matter if it's dipped in honey, sugar, sprinkles, sparkles, whatever is glittering. It doesn't matter what it is. There's no going back, right? If you want to, let's think about an ex, an ex that you may have had, and you're like, when you were with them, y'all might have did that whole back and forth. I love you, I leave you, I love you, I leave you. You go back and forth. But then there comes a point in your life where you're just like, you know what? I'm done with that. Like, there is no back and forth on that chapter. And it doesn't matter if he comes with flowers. It doesn't matter if he wants to take you on a trip. It doesn't matter if he's waving money at you. You're just like, dude, I'm good. Like, bye. So it's something, there's this internal place. And until we get to healing that internal place, you won't see a solidified change. But here's the thing, you got to keep trying. You got to keep trying. You got to keep trying. You got to keep getting up. You got to keep pressing forward. You got to keep moving. You got to keep doing. You got to keep, okay, well, let me try this. Oh, that didn't work. Let me try that. That didn't work. Let me try. Like, you got to keep moving. You got to keep trying things. So I'm on the mushroom coffee. Okay, because I'm trying. And I'm going to give it a month like I would give, all my other supplements. Oh, and let me show you guys, because this is right here. This one, Black Cohosh. I hope I said that right. Them hot flashes. This one right here is some good stuff. I said I need to do another webinar. I did a beautiful webinar a few years ago where I actually displayed all of my wellness products that I take, and I explained all of the usage of them and everything. It was really good. The recording wasn't the best of it, like it was a little grainy, but it was a beautiful webinar that I did. And I should probably do another one, but I'd be tired of doing stuff. But I do need to, create a space to talk about some of these good products, because many of you might be going through certain things and you're struggling through it, and you don't know what to try. You lost hope. You don't know what to take or to try next, and you're just ready to give up. But I'm here to tell you, you have to just keep trying. You have to keep trying. Yes. Yes, there is. And I'm actually a consultant for them. And I like being a wellness consultant because I get to use I get a discount on the products, but I get to learn about the products. So it's not just, oh, well, try this. It say it worked. No, I actually get to try the products, and it's good. I like it. I've been using their stuff for, I would say, a couple of years, maybe 2, possibly 3 years now. And it's good. The Black Cohosh I just started because after my surgery, I was having mad hot flashes. And I was like, this wasn't supposed to be. I didn't say this was going to be a part of the package. And I was just having mad hot flashes. And I was like, yo, what's going on? And so I started taking that. And so I'm mellowed out. I don't feel as though I'm flashing because it was like all the time. And I was like, something ain't right. Like, they, y'all sure y'all left something in there? Like, what we doing here? But it's good. And you got it. Like I said, you just got to give stuff time. And I think we just give up. We give up on products too quickly. We give up on ourselves too quickly. We give up on the dream too quickly. We give up a lot too quickly. And we got to make certain that we're remembering the why. She says, when people close to us see us healing and choose to be the healthiest versions of ourselves, we exemplify the love God has for us. Yep. And as we love ourselves, we show others to love themselves as God loves us all. As absolutely, Danielle. Absolutely. And that's what it's about. It's about that self-love, right? You fulfilling your purpose. You fulfilling your purpose is likened to, not the same, but likened to God fulfilling his promises. You know how we hold God to his promises? That's what fulfilling your purpose feels like. So, as it pertains to my health and my well-being, I'm not going to give up. Even if it's a day I don't feel like going out, I'm in a funk, I'm going to push myself to go out because there's a benefit to it. Even if somebody else is paying for it. Oh, let's eat out. No, thank you. Y'all go ahead and enjoy though. Come on now. Let me know how it tastes. It's good. All right now. Okay. No, that's not my journey, because our journey is individual. And people don't have to understand your journey. Hopefully, they're on their own journey so they'll understand the premise of journeying. If they can, at the very least, understand the premise of journeying, but they do not have to understand your plight. They don't. And we have to stop expecting them to. So I said I was going to share a dream with you all, and then I'm gonna get off the line because I do have to go hit these streets. And so where was the dream, Lord? Let me just refresh my memory. Okay. Uh-huh. Okay. All right. Okay. So that's the point that I was trying to make. So I had this dream, and in the dream, I ran into someone who I know, right? And the lady was, her memory was foggy. And so she didn't recognize me. Where under normal circumstances, she knows me, right? She knows me. And I went up to her and I spoke to her anyway. And good morning, Joyanne, blessings to you. Whether she knew me or not, I was still very pleasant with her. And I started giving her some advice on makeup and all of this cute stuff. And then her daughter-in-law came up. And the daughter-in-law, I guess I just assumed I was coming up with an idea. I had this idea and I was like, oh, I was teaching her about makeup and I was telling her about her eyebrows. And I said, all you need is a little eyebrow pencil. I was like, if we could learn how to do that eyebrow pencil, I'm like, you baby, I was like, you'll be 100 all the way. You'll be good. Because if you think about it, when your eyebrows ain't done, you kind of look a little funny, right? All right, Danielle, have a great day, sis. Blessings to you. So I said, you know what? I was thinking about this thing. I was like, you know what? There's this, I can come and teach you how to do eyebrows. I mean, get some of the ladies in the community. I could come and I can teach you all how to do your eyebrows, so you get your bare essential makeup, so you don't feel so bad, right? And so her daughter-in-law comes up, and I'm telling her daughter-in-law, and her daughter-in-law is all into makeup and all beauty and all of this stuff. And I tell her daughter-in-law this idea. And she kind of just walks away from me like, psh, no, we're not doing all of that. And so I woke up from the dream and I was like, well, what does that mean? I'm like, because first of all, the people didn't even match up. I was just seeing regular random people in the dream. They didn't really match up to where they belong and who they were with and all of this stuff. It was really kind of distorted. But I said, what does that mean? And what it means is that somebody is not going to always co-sign your idea. And exactly what we've been talking about today. Your idea is your idea, right? Your idea is your idea. Your journey is your journey. Don't pause your journey because you don't have a gym buddy. If you know a part of your health and wellness journey is to go to the gym, you better go to the gym alone. If you know your health and wellness journey says that you're going to get out and go walking, you're going to get up and go walking, whether somebody come with or not. Right? So we cannot wait for other people to partner up with us. Yes, it's fun when you got somebody else and y'all can motivate and encourage each other, but your journey is your journey. And you got to be committed. You got to have like those blinders on, and you've got to be committed to going on your journey yourself. Your journey is an individual process that God has you on. Sure, it may look similar to somebody else's, and so you think you guys are partners in crime. No. This is a solo journey. We are each on our own individualized solo journey. Now, what works for me, I might be able to recommend for you. And, so we can transfer some ideas, some thoughts, some concepts, but you have to do it your way. Just because something works for someone doesn't necessarily mean that it's going to work exactly. Because some people that's drinking that mushroom coffee online, baby, they showing pictures, their belly's going shoo, real flat. And I'm not getting that testimony yet. I'm giving myself a shot before I totally write it off. I'm giving myself a chance. So I gotta go because I do need to finish getting ready. Even though I'm practically ready, I do need to finish getting ready to go to this meeting. But my words of encouragement to you all on this Wellness Wednesday is to remember this is your individualized journey. This is your individualized journey, and you got to keep trying. You don't want to give up on yourself. You want to keep trying. If this doesn't work, try something else. If that doesn't work, try something else. You want to give yourself a fighting chance. And don't wait for people to co-sign your steps. Go forward, take the leap of faith, do what God is telling you to do so that you will be the testimony that somebody else is waiting to hear from. Amen. So that's it. You all are going to get a good 15 minutes, 20 minutes back to your day. I'm done because I got to run. But you all, the Wellness Encounter comes out today. And I actually got some ideas from a meeting that I was on yesterday. I got some ideas of how we can spruce up the Wellness Encounter even more. But until then, 10 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, check your email inboxes. And you should have this week's edition of the Wellness Encounter. We've got some good tips in there and some activities for you to work on, keep your mind fresh and deep diving into your personal growth and development. And so make certain you check that out. I will put up the link for the Spring Grief Retreat on my page so that you can register if you feel so inclined to do that on this weekend. And I will see you all tomorrow, God willing. Amen. Thanks, sis. You have an amazing day as well. Oh, and I'll send you the link for the co-host, the Black co-host, so you can check it out. I'll send it to you. All right, you all have a beautiful and blessed day. Take care.